During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Hey, howdy folks, how are you? It's Monday afternoon. It's the show where we report the truth, we red pill the masses, and we do it all with humor. The show where we piss in the face of the establishment. You've heard of internet blood sports. This is internet water sports.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, like, subscribe, share this stream right now on your social media while you're listening to it. Rate us 5 stars on Facebook, iTunes. Of course, you are listening to Revenge of the Sis.
I'm already thinking of Photoshops. People are going to have us on jet skis saying internet water sports.
No,
hey, that's a t-shirt
if you
idea.
say things like that, then they do it, and you don't want people doing that.
I wouldn't want anyone photoshopping us on jet skis.
The last thing I want is for people to Photoshop us on jet skis. Perhaps jet skis that are riding around in piss.
Yeah. And
With
internet water sports.
Don't put our faces on that kind of thing.
That's wrong.
It demeans us. It diminishes the value of the product we provide to people, and it really does. It just hurts our overall brand.
What brand?
Welcome aboard, everyone. Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez, your media insurgency leaders, still alive and well.
Yes.
Here in sunny Florida.
It has been beautiful outside.
It'll be beautiful in like 8 minutes.
So we so much news happened.
So many things.
We'll start with the breaking news.
Yeah, we'll update you later on we got some, that Nexium stuff.
Yeah, we're going to do that as well. Waffle House shooting suspect captured. Waffle House shooting suspect Travis Rinking.
Is it reeking?
Rinking was carrying a firearm and a flashlight when he was arrested this afternoon, police said. Listen, I'm not going to tell CNN how to write an article. Maybe start with flashlight and end with firearm. Like, after firearm and flashlight, like, why even bother the flashlight?
Yeah, it really is kind of a weird thing to be like, yeah, you know, we opened up his trunk and, you know, we found a dead body and a spare tire. And you're like, well, I don't, okay, just tell me the body part.
Yeah, we don't need the flashlight thing. He had a silver Kimber semi-automatic weapon with a 45 caliber ammunition, flashlight, a holster on him. His wallet containing a Colorado ID was in his backpack, police said. Abadi De Silva, brother of shooting victim Akalia De Silva, said he was relieved that the suspect's gunman was arrested moments ago. It's a sense of relief, but at the same time, I'm still getting it's all processed in my head, he said. Abadi De Silva said that although...
Name should not sound like fucking somebody is scatting. I
feel like a Looney Tunes cartoon just ended. Abadi, abadi, abadi.
No, but seriously, I'm sorry.
All right, said that although Akalia De Silva... Stop.
What?
Take it seriously.
I am.
Good. Was his younger brother. He looked up to him. It's just unreal right now, he said. Okay, come on, man. Fuck you. Lancelot De Silva. I'm not... Dude, I'm not even... Look, it's terrible. Look, it's terrible. Let's start with that. It's terrible that people lost their lives at a Waffle House. However,
the murder part is horrible.
However,
I'm not disputing. Yeah. It's terrible, these murders. But holy shit.
We have Abadi, Akalia, and Lancelot.
What the fuck? What fucking... Dude, fucking, are you naming your children or startup tech companies? Like, what are you doing?
It's very funny. Here we go. Let me focus.
Hey, guys. First of all, it's not your fault. It's not my fault.
Right. It's their fault.
You people in the fucking chat. Shit, this is disgraceful. We're not going to look. No, hang on. We're going to turn this around. You pieces of shit. We're not going to let you goad us into turning this all into...
Nice try.
Yeah. We're not going to fall for you Jewish tricks. We are going to hit the reset button.
Ready?
We're going to treat this entire tragedy with the gravity and the seriousness that it deserves. Royce, go ahead.
I have to recenter myself, man.
Right. Huh.
All right. Abadi De Silva, brother of shooting victim Akalia De Silva, said he was relieved that the suspected gunman was arrested months ago. It's a sense of relief, but at the same time, I'm still getting it all processed in my head, he said. Abadi Silva said that although Akalia De Silva was his younger brother, he looked up to him. It's just unreal right now, he said. Lancelot De Silva said, while Akalia was his cousin, he considered him to be his brother. He was a lyrical...
Go ahead. We're trying to... Hey, come on. We promised to show some goddamn dignity, guys.
He was a lyrical artist. A visual artist, Lancelot De Silva said. He had so many good works and products to release to the world. And it's so... And it's so sad that, you know, an act that I can't even begin to comprehend cut that short.
Of course. Horrible tragedy. Of course. But it's...
So,
you see that shit going on at Denny's.
No, you don't. You know that doesn't happen? A Bob Evans.
Yeah, seriously. Go to Perkins and get your breakfast.
I'll tell you what,
fucking degenerates at the Waffle House.
Even if you're fucking desperate, go to IHOP.
No, because then you got to deal with fucking black women pile driving people through tables.
Oh, by the way,
like the goddamn Dudley Boys.
I'm so glad you said that. That video was put behind an age restriction wall because it was flagged. The International House of Pile Driver.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll take the hit. It's not like we catch a lot of shit on YouTube very often. I mean, we'll let them enforce this one thing, I guess.
Mike?
What?
I don't know if you know this, but YouTube does enforce a lot of things.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wait, are we not? streaming live on YouTube right now?
No, we're not.
Wait, what the hell? What about the super
happened?
chat money?
There's no super chat money for us.
Oh,
That is not so
this
based.
is heartbreaking.
It's not based at all here, Mike.
I'm doing this bit where I've been in a coma.
So apparently there was this dude here, the guy who actually stopped the shooting, at the Waffle House. So let's play that.
I was just kind of like, he's going to get us either way, or he's going to get me either way it goes. So I was just waiting for an opportunity. I was just waiting for a chance. So in that, when I saw the barrel down, I just saw my opportunity and I attacked. And I took it, and it worked out for myself. It worked out.
He burned the shit out of his hand.
That's a fucking real man right there.
No, it
That's
is.
how a real man thinks.
Yes.
All right, you know what,
dude.
man? I'm going to get whacked anyway. I might as well fucking smash this guy in his face.
Yeah.
Try. And look, you're alive. And now everybody's going to be like, hey, this guy.
Yep.
You're not fucking paying for any meals at Waffle House.
No,
in the
you're
near
not.
future, bud.
For
I'm pretty
myself.
sure he gets to. We're going to interview him in 2 years. He's going to be 326 pounds and have diabetes. I've just been eating at Waffle House for free every day. They never really charge me.
Ever. I don't know
because
what to do.
Saved people's lives.
And others that were actually in the Waffle House at the same time.
How did you manage to wrestle the gun away from him?
So when I ran through the swivel door acted kind of like I don't know, like kind of like another layer, and it pushed the gun down. So the barrel of the gun actually bumped down, and it was aimed towards the ground. And once it was aimed towards the ground, I held the gun down, I think, with my left hand, and I think I was maybe punching or hitting or whatever I was doing with my right hand. And then
Do you know how fucking hot that barrel is?
Oh, yeah, no, that is not pleasant.
To grab it and then start punching him. This guy is.
You know, you always see these fucking attention-seeking faggots all the time on the news, and like they literally stub their toe and they have a GoFundMe, and they're like, "Oh yeah, please support me. I'm such a victim." Go out, find wherever this guy's raising money right now today. Toss the guy $2,
Yeah.
$3, $5. If this guy has any kind of crowdfunding thing, these are the kind of people you need to go. All right, well, we need more guys like that.
That's a man.
Yeah, it's a dude who, you know, he clearly saved quite a few lives.
Yeah.
By stopping this guy. And I mean, look how many other people stood around. And look, I'm not shitting on the people that stood around. It's terrifying. The guy's a fucking gun. Not everybody's gonna have the balls, but God bless this dude.
Then once he released it, he had it at one point in time. He had it in one hand, and then when he had it in one hand, I just took it from him with both my hands, and then I took.
His name is. Interview Monday. James Shaw Jr.
James Shaw Jr.
There you go.
Yeah, we got to find this guy today.
Yes.
We got to do something nice for old James Shaw because
he's awesome.
Thank you for
Took
your
it, and I
service.
threw it over the countertop, and then I was still trying to get out. So
Charlita says his name is Based Doorman.
I took him and myself out of the Waffle House because I knew my best chance of surviving was outside. Mind you, he was nude, and he just had a jacket on, so I didn't know if he had another weapon on him, like a knife, or he might have had a handgun, but I knew if I could get outside that I would be all right. And luckily, I guess he only might have had the assault rifle. And then later on, I did learn that he was he did actually have other magazines in his gun, and he could have reloaded. So,
James, how are you this morning?
I'm glad I acted.
How do you feel?
I'm still got bumps and bruises. I woke up this morning, I found another scratch on my back. I'm all right, just a little sore, but I'd rather be sore than severely shot. I had a bullet graze my upper right elbow.
Jesus. Dude.
Yeah.
This morning I actually got up thinking about the people that had passed, the 4 people that had passed, and I was thinking about the other victims that were in Waffle House, and I'm hoping that they are just as, people are just as concerned about them as they are about me.
James Shaw Jr., I know that you don't consider yourself a hero, but a lot of folks there in that Waffle House that night and a lot of folks watching this morning would probably disagree. Thank you. Thanks for what you did that night.
No problem. You have a good one.
Now you got the two black guys that didn't buy anything in the Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
And they, whatever happened, and then they got arrested. It was a misunderstanding. The Starbucks CEO came and, I think he went to their house and gave them gift cards and personally sucked both of them off.
I don't know the last thing, but everything else, yeah.
Is this guy going to get now? Is the Waffle House CEO going to come out, give this guy a hand job, give him a fucking free waffles for life?
I don't know what trailer park the CEO of Waffle House lives in, so I'm not sure.
I'm just saying.
Is it Kid Rock? I feel like it would be Kid Rock, right?
I want to see some fucking consistency here.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be constantly, he's your victor. I want the Waffle House CEO to come out and give this guy at least a hand job.
At least a hand job?
Well, not from the nobody wants a fucking old shriveled up CEO hand job, but I mean, line something up for him.
Got it.
From something, and I'm talking from one of these young ladies who's like $1,500 a night.
Gotcha.
And then he gets free Waffle House for life at any location. He can just walk in and go, I'm James Shaw Jr. And I go, oh, yeah, he's in the book.
Yep, he's in there.
He's in there next to Kid Rock. They're the only two people in the book.
Two people in the
Eat
book?
at any Waffle House.
We're free. Quick update on our friend Sheriff Scott Israel.
How's he doing?
Well, Mike,
he's a swell guy, isn't he?
I'm glad you asked.
We're so pro Scott Israel on this show.
Oh, I hate this man. So
so
Scott
hateable.
Israel is the gentleman, if you listen to the show, is the sheriff of the Broward Sheriff's Office. He's the head dude in charge. Yes.
I have a question. Before we get into Sheriff Israel, I just have a question. Let's say he's not sheriff anymore. He becomes much more easily harassable, right?
Of course, because he's not. Yeah. What can he do then?
Oh, yeah, I really want this guy to get fired.
So,
when they say don't kick a man when he's down, I cannot wait.
You can't wait to
beat on this man.
He's
while
civilian,
down.
Scott Israel.
There's not few, on a Cersei Lannister level of where no matter how bad it gets, you go, well, fuck him. He deserves it.
Pedestrian Scott Israel.
Soon to be.
So, here's a quick update. He's the sheriff. He's the one that went on CNN Town Hall and blamed the NRA and Americans.
Essentially everybody but
everyone
him.
But him. And then it turns out that the resource officers didn't go in, along with 3 other officers, and Coral Springs officers did go in. So they were all outside. And he was also questioned several times outside of a Wings Plus.
That's right. You pointed that out.
Fucking
you
great.
pointed out what intersection it was on.
So anyway, he did a fucking Wings Plus, and he's getting yelled at, and he had the balls to tell the reporter, you seem to be angry. Yeah, children were killed because you failed at your job. Well, here's a quick update.
Deputies with the Broward County Sheriff's Office organized a no-confidence vote against Sheriff Scott Israel, due in part to how they say he handled the school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Israel publicly criticized the school's resource officer, who was one of his deputies, for not entering the building to engage the man accused of killing 17 people on February 14th. But the head of a union accuses Israel of refusing to accept blame. Israel...
Head of a union, you can understand, that's humongous.
It's not good.
Because the unions are specifically set up to protect you.
Not good. And that means that there's discussions that go on that Scott Israel's very unaware of.
Yeah.
Within police organizations, that there have been lots of backroom talks where people, probably some of his own people, are going he's got to leave.
Yeah.
We got to do something about this dude.
Accuses Israel of refusing to accept blame. Israel says he has demonstrated, quote, amazing leadership. It seems the sheriff's rank and file disagree.
Dude, again, when you point out when fucking, what was his name in Watchmen, Mike? Our governor? Rick Scott?
Yeah, Rick Scott.
Moloch. This looks like a fucking scene from Watchmen right here.
It really does.
He looks hungry.
That union representing more than...
Whoa, hold on. Hey.
Hi.
Hold on. We'll get to the story in a second.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's cute.
She is cute.
Yeah, she's definitely cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
All right, let's.
She's like, she's definitely like young and poor though. Like they're not. You know what I mean? Like young, poor, cute. That's the best cute.
That union, representing more than half the department's deputies, has called for a no-confidence vote against Israel. Voting will start Friday evening and continue through April 26th. The union president, who is also a Broward County deputy, says this is the first vote of its kind.
Look like he's in trouble in this picture.
He's fucking in trouble.
Yeah, but not like
not as much as
in this scenario, he's the one that's like, he should be like this guy, right? This fucking jerk off.
This is fucking worst.
This is the first vote of its kind against a Broward sheriff. He also claims Israel's leadership was an issue before the Parkland shooting. Florida Governor Rick Scott had
name a more iconic duo. I'll wait. What?
An issue before the Parkland shooting. Florida Governor Rick Scott had opened a state investigation into Israel after the shooting.
Yeah. So,
thanks, Newsy. It's the Newsies. Extra. Scott Israel has a no confidence vote. Wait a minute. There's nothing in here about the B sharps.
Okay, Mike. You wrote an article.
I did? I don't recall that. How's it doing?
Well, actually. Do you want to explain what your article is about?
Yes, these fucking Nexium creeps, right? I guess. All right. So I was on the weekend. I was looking for something to do.
Now remember, guys, Nexium is the sex cult that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
With
it's the
Allison Mack,
Smallville actress, and the guy Keith Raniere.
Yes.
Branding people and all this. So I don't know. There wasn't really a lot going on this week, and I was like, I want to find. So I usually try to get something out on the weekend for the site, and I'm like, let me go look on Nexium's website. It was purely on a whim that go on Nexium's website, and I see that there are familiar symbols on the website and the logos for partner companies, partner programs. A symbol that is very familiar to anybody who's into like Pizzagate, Pedogate, all that kind of stuff. It's the triangles interlocked, the pedo symbol. It's an FBI symbol. WikiLeaks are the ones that, showed the FBI stuff. So I sent it to Jeff Ray, who's my friend, comedian from Tampa, who's very into that stuff, but also very rational about it. And I sent him what I was looking at, and he goes, oh, boy. He's like, dude, every fucking time with this logo. Needless to say, we did some research. Nexium, the notorious alleged sex cult, is also apparently involved in multiple programs, openly, brazenly, that are involved in, quote, children's developmental and education programs. They're involved in some adoption program with kids from Mexico. And a lot of weird stuff going on. So if you want to check that out, it's friendsofthesis.com. Just check out the news section. It is doing very well right now. It's being picked up by a lot of people. I guess nobody caught on to the fact that Nexium really was, except for, I guess, 10 years ago, which, again, you can check the article. I linked to an article from 10 years ago where they were, it was the Times Union in Albany, were heavily critical and questioning Keith Raniere, Nexium, and their connection to these weird children's programs. Nothing was done. So I have a real bad feeling about what we're going to find out coming in the next few months about Nexium. I don't think this was just a few actresses and a couple brainwashed 20-somethings. I think this is going to go much deeper.
From James Adoa, this is from 2010. Secret Mission: A Child. Nexium is a year into Project Rainbow Culture Garden, an intensive effort. Sorry, the stupid ad popped up.
Oh yeah.
An intensive effort to raise potential. The boy is in Albany. The boy, 3 years old, he lives with a 40-year-old woman who is not his biological mother, and he is the first ever enrollee in a unique educational program. He is Galen, and he is being raised by Christine Keefe, a devotee of the secretive enterprise called Nexium. It isn't clear where this child came from. Okay, that's fucking weird, right?
kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Usually, like, kids are one of those weird things where 100% of the time when a kid is present, the one thing you want to know above all else is, where did this kid come from?
Right. Who's responsible
Whose
for
kid
him?
is this and where did it come from?
Right. The boy has become part of a unique program begun by self-improvement organization NXIVM founder Keith Raniere called the Rainbow Culture Garden, aimed at helping youngsters master several languages. As a result, the child has been under the care of a number of different nannies, some from foreign nations, each using one of the 5 different languages. Barbara Bucci, who worked with NXIVM's intellectual inner circle for 9 years, handled financial matters for the organization's biggest benefactors, Seagram's Harris, Claire, and Sarah Bronfman. In an interview last week, Bucci revealed that the boy came to NXIVM's associates around March 2007, shortly after his birth. Barbara Jessic, a high-ranking NXIVM student, declared that the boy's grandfather in Michigan gave up the boy after his daughter had died shortly after the child was born. Jessic and Keith traveled to the Ann Arbor, Michigan area to get the boy 2 days later and brought back the child to live with Jeeks, Bushki said. Yet after about 2 months, he was transferred from Jessic's home in Clifton Park to Keith's residence, a short distance away, but much closer to Raniere. Buchke said that he did not see the child in distress and said that he was under the care of Keith and a series of nannies who worked in shifts. Each nanny, she said, spoke to him in a different language, including Russian, Chinese, Hindi, English, Spanish, as part of Raniere's educational initiative.
Yeah, that's not going to fuck a kid all up.
Galen was the first student, and others... I feel like I'm reading a Star Trek fanfic. Galen was the first student, and the others later participated to some degree. Bushki said nannies also took NXIVM workshop with self-awareness training developed by Raniere. Some were foreign nationals. Christine Wilcox, a University of Albany professor of foreign language instruction, who was specializing in multilingual education of children, said, very young people are capable of learning a variety of languages, but they need to have dominant language from which the other languages grow. Most of them kind of work is very difficult to do systematically. On the site, he notes that he sailed through Rensselaer Polytech Institute beginning at age 16, taking graduate levels physics and math courses, and then he began developing his model for more ethical and noble society, blah, 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 blah.
So you're a cult leader.
Right. Yeah, so you're the leader of a cult.
So sex cult. Okay, got it. Just making sure.
Rainbow Culture Garden LLC, according to U.S. trademark documents, offers educational services and curriculum, namely teaching languages and cultures to children. Tax-exempt foundation set up by NXIVM officials may be covering some of the expenses of the Rainbow Garden, said Joseph O'Hara, an attorney who formerly worked for NXIVM, but has been at odds with them for more than 3 years.
So they're trafficking kids as far as 8 years ago.
That's correct.
You can say, I'm not saying that anything was done to these children.
No. But
clearly they were trafficked in. Clearly, even the article from 8 years ago, when NXIVM was so supposedly on the level, even then, the newspaper's like, we don't know where the fuck this kid came from. Mm-hmm. They've got this Ilajech thing, this Latin Mayan Mexican organization that supposedly is importing kids from Mexico. They've got the Rainbow Culture Garden is the other one. I don't think the Mayan one with the pedo symbol. I don't think that was. I don't even think that was an organization that was around at press time for the article you're reading, because that's 8 years ago. So they probably had this Rainbow Culture Garden thing. It probably expanded into whatever the fuck that is. When you have all this Seagram's money behind it, and there's all this. I don't know, dude. This might have been like where we just tripped over. And like an Alex Jones thing come to life.
And you also mentioned it in the article. Raniere is accused of molesting a 12-year-old dog walker. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't sound like if you were to pile that up with the other stuff that we're seeing, and again, neither one of us are pedo, gay, we're not. That's not us. But
I challenge anyone to read any article I've written for our website thus far. And I'm not cranking them out like I'm not fucking Jimmy from fucking Superman. But I get them out when I can. Read any article I've done. I always, like Royce just brought up with that issue with the dog walker, I link to, I don't bother citing my sources. I go the extra step and link directly to them. Right. So whenever I go, well, he's also accused of molesting a 12-year-old. Well, who the hell said that? You just click on that sentence and it takes you to the Daily Mail article. Right. Same thing with the Albany thing. He's trafficking kids. Well, who told you that? Click on the link. So you can also check that on our website, which is doing very well. I think I'm hitting the 200 and we're pushing for we're just over 200 retweets right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and 220 likes on Twitter. So it's getting out there. But it's a weird thing that I just like. I messaged Royce with it, and I messaged Jeff with it, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, fucking look at this. I'm like, I'm not looking for this.
Oh, they're pointing it out in the chat. Jimmy was a photographer in Superman. You would be Lois Lane. Lois Lane.
Cool. Let me just address the chat if I could by
Sure, go ahead.
Nerds. Nerds. Fucking nerds. I actually realized as I was saying it, I was like, oh boy, he wasn't the reporter.
So it's official. Amy Schumer's
Fat? Hang on. No, go ahead. Let's try that again.
Oh, this is going to be fun. It's official. Amy Schumer's...
The joke thief? No, that wasn't it. I got it.
It's official. Amy Schumer's...
There's a fat joke thief? Oh, I can do this all day, you fucking slob. All right, no, but in all seriousness. No, but go ahead.
It's official. Amy Schumer's I Feel Pretty bombs.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
It was going to be like this, the whole big thing, though.
The budget was $32 million.
That's not bad. That's cheap.
Yeah. It came in with $16 million.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
boy. Yeah, but I mean, that's just in 1 week. They'll get some money back, right?
It was number 3 on its opening weekend.
Yeah, but, next week it could pull in another 8, and a couple mil after that, and then Netflix, still break even.
33% on Rotten Tomatoes as of right now.
Well, but that's... I've got the answer right here. Amy, if you're watching, darling.
And you're watching.
It's all right trolls. We know it. Kurt Metzger knows it. You know it.
Yeah.
Contact Rotten Tomatoes. Tell them that the alt-right has ruined film criticism. Cite the Black Panther thing. Mm-hmm. Tell them that Rotten Tomatoes needs to be shut down and that it should only allow critics, professional critics, to rate the movie. I bet it did good with the critics, right? Did good with the critics, right? How did it do with the critics? I bet it did fantastic.
Okay, well, let's see.
They love Amy Schumer, so it couldn't have done.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm sure it did way higher than 30%. Royce?
Do you want? Okay, all right. It's 33% with the audience because that's what matters, in my opinion.
I thought the audience was 30%.
No, the critics were 33.
Oh no,
the audience, which is more important to many than the critics. That's who you make movies for.
Well, no, those are all alt-right trolls.
31%.
Oh no,
the audience liked it less than the critics.
Oh my God, Amy, do you know how rare it is that critics and the fans agree that something's terrible?
Wow, that's really bad, dude.
Because usually when something's terrible, like the machine is behind. Like this is what's bad about this. This is a sign that the industry is just wrapping up whatever business they had with Schumer. They're done with her. Hear me out on this. The critics will usually manufacture good stuff for somebody when the machine is still behind them. So you could have a 30% user score and still have like 75% critics.
Right.
This is 30-30. This means fans are done with you. That's not always the death blow.
No.
Now the industry and the fans are both done with you.
I'm telling you my prediction.
Oh, boy.
I already told you my prediction.
Oh, boy.
sitcom, canceled after the next step is a sitcom, canceled after one season, and then she's going back to just doing clubs. And by that I mean eating club sandwiches.
Never underestimate the loyalty of fat girls. Small theaters, 400 seaters.
Yeah, but what's her fans with 400 seaters only fit 200 of her fans.
You have to start charging them like the airlines. Ma'am, if you're gonna take up 2 seats, I gotta charge you for this. This is not good. That the industry and the fans are done with you, and you can't blame alt-right trolls anymore when fucking Peter Malkin is saying your movie sucks.
I'm saying the next step after this is going to be a TBS sitcom.
I don't know if you know this, but Gene Shalit is a alt-right troll. You dumb bitch. Look, you fucking civilian. I don't even think you know about movies, okay? You're fine. I wrote the fucking movie.
All right, Kurt. Thank you. You have some nitro on your nostrils. Let's do this here. Preschool discourages children from saying best friends.
New at 6 o'clock, banning best friends. One mom says a new policy at her daughter's preschool goes too far. The school in the town of Georgetown wants children to feel included.
So they are discouraging children from using the term best friend when talking about their friends. Here's WBZ's Gary Brode.
Julia Hartwell loves her dolls and arts and crafts. And like most 4-year-olds, she has a best friend.
She said, you know, so-and-so, you're my best buddy. The teacher told her that she couldn't say that there in school.
All right, real quick. She couldn't remove the coffee glass from behind her before the interview started? Jesus, lady, come on.
Told her that she couldn't say that there in school.
At Pentucket Workshop Preschool, that's not a term Julia can use to describe her friendship.
I think it's ridiculous.
I don't even think that's a judgment on the woman as much as the cameraman and the crew. Like,
Yeah.
they're so disimpassionate. Like, 3 people saw that on the crew and didn't even say anything.
They didn't do anything about it?
Yeah, like that's somebody who's setting up and goes, "Do you want to have that cup there though? You want to move that?"
I think it's ridiculous. Children who are 4 years old speak from their heart, so they should be able to call kids anything loving.
I thought she was going to drop a hard R N-word.
I didn't think that was coming.
Anything loving. You're my best friend. You're my best pal.
The Georgetown preschool offered this explanation to Julia's parents, saying the term best friend can lead other children to feel excluded.
Yeah, the fucking smelly kids and the poor kids and the stupid kids and the ugly kids. They're fucking supposed to be left out. It creates strong character. How many fucking girls did you know? Like, did you ever date a girl who used to be a fat pig or a complete mess?
Yes.
When they were younger?
Yes.
And then they got it together?
Yep.
And they have, like, character.
Right.
They have good human traits to them. Nothing brings out the best in somebody than having them be singled out, beaten up, and humiliated.
I was singled out, beaten up, and humiliated when I was little.
And it can ultimately lead to the formation of cliques and outsiders.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then the NWO. Jesus Christ. How many other wrestling references are you going to squeeze into one sentence? Is it the cliques or the outsiders? Are you going WWE or WCW?
And outsiders, encouraging their students to have a wider group of friends.
Although I think that words
Yeah,
are really
but then when the NWO gets too big, it starts fucking sucking ass.
Yeah.
You start letting fucking Luger in, and who else was in it? Fucking they let Brutus Beefcake come back with a biker gimmick and let him in NWO. That's what you end up with when you let everyone in.
Of friends.
Although I think that words are really important, and the term best does have an implied meaning to it, I don't know if the right answer is necessarily denying children the ability to use that term.
Even now, she goes to say it in a loving way. I'm going to go see my best friend Charlie, or this one or that one. And she looks at me sideways as she's saying it, and she's checking in with me to see if that language is okay.
Why why do we have to take everything away, and why do we let preschool teachers determine? Yes, Mike.
Because women and Jews have ruined everything.
Oh, okay, I was really direct.
Yeah, I mean, look, I wanted to. Did you want to have a whole thing about it, or did you want to get right to the answer?
I guess that's the answer.
Now you can pass the test.
Okay.
Christine Hartwell tells us her daughter will not be going to school the rest of the year. We reached out to the Pentucket Workshop Preschool for comment. So far, we have not heard back. In Georgetown,
Why does
Gary
everyone still talk like this? It's 2018, and the news still does this.
Well, they have to. How else are you going to know it's the news?
WBZ News.
You know what's
Just
not
go
a
look.
great
We fucking spoke to the lady. The fucking kid, wants to have a fucking best friend. What are you gonna do? back to you, Grace.
Just looking at
how you kids doing?
Doing good.
I'd rather see like Ron Bennington do the news than have people talk like this.
Sarasota student makes racist prom proposal.
Okay, well, if everybody's ever been to Sarasota. How is this news?
The kid.
It's a very white part of Florida.
The kid was holding a sign that said, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom." Let me see if I can find a good picture of it. It's good. It's really good.
It just sounds like a hack Bob Levy joke.
No, I know it is.
You'd hear it like a club in Poughkeepsie.
See if I could. I'm trying to find a better picture of it. Here it is. If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom.
So this kid's not. How old is he?
I mean, prom, 17, 18.
He's not all there, right? At this point, it's 2018. Is he this retarded? Like, to this, if I see a kid holding this up with his face in the picture, I feel like you're allowed to call yourself legally retarded.
Look.
Right?
Hold on. I understand that what he did was wrong. Well, no, I don't know if it was wrong. I laughed. I giggled at it when I saw it. I gotta be honest.
Get it, but you gotta. I mean, this is fucking retarded, though.
The sign reading, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom," made rounds on the Twitter Sunday night. The proposal was conducted by 18-year-old student Noah Crowley. The district confirmed.
Please tell me he was asking a black girl out to prom. That would have been dope.
Review students
That would have been awesome.
The image on the female student's Snapchat with a caption of 2 heart eye emojis, implying that she was excited about the request. The Herald Tribune did not identify Crowley until confirming that he was an adult. By Monday morning, various Twitter posts had already received hundreds of retweets and favorites. One student tweeted out the image with a comment, "He seems to know about America's history. Racism is a prom. Definitely should not be allowed to go to the prom." Okay, see, they're already calling for him not to go to the prom. That's fucking bullshit. No, I fight back. He should be able to go to the prom. I'll ask you a question. If you did this joke when you were in high school.
If I made these kind of jokes when I was in high school.
You made these kind of jokes.
Oh, yeah.
So my point is, I get that he's dumb because he posted it, I guess, but it's a funny joke for an 18-year-old. I don't think it's like, if you made it now, I'd be like, what are you doing? But for an 18, it's funny, right? A little bit.
If he had sent it, again, it's his face. He was dumb enough to do his
It's the face?
He's a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
You idiot. And now you're going to fucking not go to prom, you stupid idiot.
You don't think they're going to let him go to prom?
Probably not. If this continues, if fucking Jezebel or Babe picks it up, one of those faggy blogs, or fucking, what was that one with the dumb Indian broad? The one that we talked to about the Schneider thing. She never did anything. Bustle. Fucking, yeah, one of those stupid, girl power blogs. Starts going, well, is it problematic for people of color? Fucking tired of these. It's the same conversation all the time. Tired of having it.
Fatty that we talked about last week, by the way.
Which one?
The one from that Fresno College.
Oh, yeah, that
said
pig.
Barbara Bush was racist and all that shit. There's a little bit of an update. Fresno State professor Randa Gerard, in her own words. So let's hear her. Let's hear her side of it, okay?
Fresno is one of those places where, like, a lot of the agriculture, a lot of the food, that Americans eat is grown there.
Mostly, you eat all of. Is that why you're there?
I mean,
you want to cut out the middleman?
You mean whatever food makes its way out?
Jesus Christ!
Whatever manages to get out on a truck, you land whale.
Yeah, they have to sneak it out when you're battling Mothra
while you're having one of your many 8-minute naps.
A lot of the agriculture, a lot of the food, that Americans eat is grown there.
All right, well, you know what, Mike, you know what we're not noticing in this video? I'm sorry. We're focusing on her because she is the biggest thing, but look at the guy to the right of her.
Oh, my God, that's a dude.
Yeah. Look to the guy on the right of her.
I was so, you know what it is? This whole fucking situation. No, hear me out. This whole situation here is like some kind of a...
Look at this killer's row.
But it's like one of those seeing eye, like visual things.
Magic eye.
Like magic. Yeah, magic eye. Thank you.
Yeah.
This thing is like a fucking magic eye project because you're staring at fucking land whale. You don't even notice that Andy Dick with AIDS to the right, or just Andy Dick,
Just
I guess.
Andy Dick now.
To the right now. He's all there. And then you got this thing all the way to the right that looks like... I'm going to make a reference for 3 people.
Okay.
But it looks like Heather Height and my ex Joy fused together into one being. It is a shit show going on over
You know
here.
what the one on the right looks like? She looks like Billy Crystal's character in her Princess Bride.
This whole, dude, the way they're all dressed, this hurts my eyes. This is visually offensive. Look at those socks.
Okay.
Why isn't he wearing shoes? What is going on?
Okay, well, we're going to break
this. Is like a Fred Armisen, Bill Hader sketch.
It is. Okay, listen. Let's explain for the people that listen via podcast. The gentleman sitting next to the fatty fat
in betwixt these 2 young ladies
is wearing a flower patterned collared shirt with then another with a tank top over it that has a Fred Flintstone-esque tie but painted on his shirt. His haircut is, he's an older gentleman. It shouldn't be this. He dyes his hair jet black.
Oh, that's so sad. He is one of those guys trying to...
Because look at the white hair here.
Oh, you guys are up there with fucking aging porn stars, aging strippers.
Yeah.
Right next to that category in sadness goes aging male hipster. Oh, that's so fucking sad, dude.
He's then wearing... We have to continue. His pants...
Dye your little whiskers.
His pants have a floral... And they're like Dockers, but it's a floral print. He looks kind of like a... The pants look like they would be a Tommy Bahama shirt.
Yes, it's weird.
And then his socks are like this neon...
Purple and yellow.
Yeah. But like under black lights, they would glow.
And they almost look like they're made of wetsuit material.
Yes. That's the gentleman. Now, to his right, there's a lady wearing pattern stockings.
Yeah, like fishnets, but with like a weird pattern.
Right, and the motorcycle style boots.
And old, terrible motorcycle style boots.
Then she's wearing a black dress, black shirt, and a vest, jean jacket vest. Is that what that is?
Yeah, she's like not full patch, but she's a prospect.
And then she has a tattoo on her arm that looks like it used to be a dream catcher, but then she changed her mind and it was tattooed over.
Like, I'm happy the White Stripes are getting back together, but I don't like the new lineup.
No, neither do I. She's wearing like Benjamin Franklin glasses, and she has terrible teeth. So
they really do look like every single try-hard band from the aughts. Like, in the last 10 years, all those like Arcade Fire and all these bands that came out, they look like every one of those bands.
All right, now let's listen to this. Oh, and Fatty Pig Fatty is wearing a black
muumuu.
Well, in that case, it would be a her, and it has like bottles. Is that like ketchup bottles or like drink or beer bottles?
I don't care to look that closely. It looks like, I guess, liquor bottles.
And then wearing like a red little, well, nothing's little on her, a red shawl over that, where it's her arm fat is stretching out the material. All right, let's listen.
Like, a lot of the agriculture, a lot of the food, that Americans eat is grown there. and or around there. And even though a lot of the farmers now are Trump supporters and just fucking stupid and
so dumb. Idiot farmers and their
Hey.
dumb agriculture. Oh, look at me. I turn fucking animals into food.
This is what's teaching your children, people. This is what you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get your kids to go to education. This is what's teaching them. This is what they're hearing.
And by the way, you fucking monster, I guarantee you couldn't even grow, let's say cucumbers, the simplest thing to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, or a tomato, but I guarantee you make fun of these dumb farmers. I guarantee you if I give you seeds and soil at a farm, you'd be like, oh.
Well, yeah, because it involves bending over.
What? Even if, no, I could give her a farm, seeds, and slaves, and she'd still die. She'd have to eat the slaves because she's dumb.
She would just do that first.
Dumb
supporters
farmers.
and just fucking stupid. And I'm inspired by several things.
Oh, her voice. Oh, God.
She's got that's every but that's every overconfident but not confident fat girl voice. This is the bad fat broads. They sound exactly it's not the same. So sorry.
Usually, my hatred for the man. And times I just say that I can't fucking stand the white heteropatriarchy, and then it's
Wait, it gets better.
Sometimes I'm sucking a white dick. I don't give a fuck.
Class act.
White heteropatriarchy, and then sometimes I'm sucking a white dick. I don't give a
Class, dude. This is an educator, professor.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm buying guns. Like
Rhonda's buying guns.
I'm an American. I'm buying guns. You know what? The other side is like doing some stupid shit. I'm gonna do some stupid shit. I'm tired of like being the.
You can stop there. You look like you're always tired.
Yeah, nobody's worried about you pulling off any kind of stupid shit.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They'll hear you coming. They'll see the water trickle like when a T-Rex was coming, Jurassic Park.
I wanted to go shoot up like a federal building, but it's
so tired.
But then it's like I went. See, the thing is, right? I went to Chick-fil-A, and I was such a fatty. But then afterwards, I also went to Wawa. And I don't want to kill any federal agents, so I'm just.
Let me take a nap.
She like does the nose breathing. You're like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna die of apnea.
Anyway, I have Vampire Diaries burning a hole in my DVR.
Seriously, this woman, she has apnea. She's like, no adult should die of SIDS, and that's what we're probably gonna die of.
I'm stupid shit. I'm tired of like being the bigger person.
Well, tell you
You're
what.
always the bigger person.
Tell you what. First of all, choose your words very carefully. Secondly, if you're tired of being the bigger person, there's this thing. It's called Adderall, and if you take twice the prescribed dosage every day, you'll be fine.
Tired of like being the bigger person. Literally am usually, but like I'm also just tired
and usually,
of the.
And literally and usually, and do you?
She looks like if Janine Garofalo ate Amy Schumer.
Here, let's get something straight, folks. You pay $30,000 per semester to send your kids to a place where they are taught by people like this. Are you getting the picture?
Left being fucking stupid and being like, no, we have to like be gentle. We have to.
And why? What's with this fuckity fuck with all these disgusting fat tramps on the left? These disgusting abortion pushing monstrosity fucking dirtbag degenerates teaching our kids. Like, I understand we curse a lot and say fucked up shit. We're fucking podcasting comedian assholes. We're not fucking tenured professors.
Good point.
Everything is fucking my twat and fuck and sucking a white dick and fuck. Dumb Trump farmer fart. It's disgusting. Get a hold of yourself. Stop it. Get some help.
No, don't be fucking gentle, okay? Look at, resistance fighters in the 60s and 70s.
Can we go back to guy in the middle?
This looks like the worst Mortal Kombat character select screen ever.
Oh, my God. I want to get into guy in the middle because he reminds me of somebody but we have to go to break. And the rant I want to go on about the person he reminds me
Okay,
of.
why don't we go to break? I'm going to pause the video right where we left it, okay? And we rarely do this, but we'll go back to the video when we come back. RevengeOfTheCis.com/donate is how you could help us. We really need it right now because we're still waiting on our appeal, more than a week now, for our second content strike.
We're not going to win that.
No, I get it, but at least give us the answer. Anyway,
see, but like Royce is the one that like still wants the official answer. Like Royce, like we're both lifers in jail.
Yeah.
But Royce is that like lifer that's a pain in the ass to everybody in the staff.
Correct.
And wants his, I want my official document. And I'm the one that's just, I know I have 16 life sentences and I'm just reading a book in my cell. Like, nigga, why do you care about this appeal? You still got 3 other murder charges. Like, they're not letting you out if you win the appeal.
I'm still going to make them work. I'm going to make it work for it.
Yeah, RevengeOfTheCis.com/donate. Patreon is always the best way. Helps us out a little bit monthly. You got PayPal, Venmo, whatevs. If you're going to shop on Amazon, some of you folks have been opting to go to RevengeOfTheCis.com/donate, clicking on the Amazon banner first, and then doing your Amazon shopping. Those of you that do that, you have been helping us out greatly. Helps keep the show going. We got some guests coming up this week.
Yes, we do.
Things up this year.
We're getting Vince from the Red Elephant is going to be on this week, Wednesday probably. And also to remind you guys that do listen exclusively on YouTube, YouTube.com/ROTC Media is our backup channel. Subscribe there to get the new episodes until we could go back, if we ever go back on our other channel. Anything else?
No.
Okay, we'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Revenge of the Cis.
If you just put in the code ALEX10, and of course, that'll be 10% off from our very already low price of $250 for every 4 capsules.
Hey folks, this is Jay Leno, the star of the hit film Collision Course, and I'd like to take a moment out there and talk to you about the very real dangers posed by Zionism in this country.
I was riding around on my motorcycle out there in the Arizona desert when I was kidnapped by a UFO and sexually assaulted by aliens.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm gonna ask you.
From all of us here at Revenge of the Cis, we'd like to thank each and every one of our friends and fans for helping us become one of the fastest growing breakout shows on the internet. In less than 1 year, we have been able to bring you news before it breaks, as well as the funniest and most consistent political and social commentary around. Here are some ways you can help us continue to grow our brand. Sign up as a contributor by going to patreon.com/we're not sorry and pledging a monthly amount. Anyone who pledges $12 or more is eligible for occasional giveaways and prizes. And if you pledge $25 or more, we will promote your brand or product live on our show. We understand if you are unable to commit to a monthly recurring donation, but if you would like to contribute one time, you can do so by going to paypal.me/we're not sorry. Another unique way to help our show expand while also promoting your own brand or service is by modeling one of our shirts. Go to teespring.com, search for Revenge of the Cis, and you'll find plenty of options to choose from. Take a picture of you modeling our shirt and email it to revengeofthecis@gmail.com. That is revengeofthecis@gmail.com. Be sure to include a web address or a social media account for whatever you want us to promote, and we will feature you on an episode of our show. Since YouTube is now throttling our traffic and Twitter has us shadow banned, there are many other ways you can help without giving us a dime. Every time you invite a friend to like our Facebook page, retweet or share a meme from our social media accounts, or share one of our videos to your own pages, you are helping us to get discovered by more like-minded individuals who will join our ranks and help us grow. Rate us 5 stars on Facebook, Roku, and iTunes. Encourage others to follow @ROTC Media on Twitter. You can also help ROTC by supporting friends of our show, such as LA Werewolf, Connecting Right Radio, Radical Mothering, Folklore Americana, the Mad American Network, Wolfman's Activism and Entertainment, and the Revolutionary Conservative. Find all of these links and more by going to our brand new website, revengeofthecis.com.
In a world where our very way of life seems to be under attack from all sides, and our freedoms are slowly being ripped away, Guns for Tards is fighting the good fight to help protect America from its enemies by advocating Second Amendment rights for our nation's most vulnerable and often overlooked citizens, the mentally challenged. Our founding fathers believed that a well-armed, trained, and educated citizenry was the key to a free and prosperous society. But Meatloaf also said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We believe that Tards are our second-to-last line of defense against ISIS, and we at Guns for Tards aim to provide the means and the programs to give proper training and resources to Tards in your area, helping to make the country a safer place. There are over 40 million mentally challenged Americans living today, and by 2020, we plan to arm at least 10% of them. We want to get as many guns in the hands of as many Tards as we can, but we won't be able to do it without your help. So please, pledge your help today. Arm a Tard. It's not that hard. Go to www.gunsfortards.com for more information, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Guns for Tards.
Gunsfortards.com. Gunsfortards.com. Extra rounds for folks with downs, helping to protect your town. Gunsfortards.com.
Simpson scandal update. Homer sleeps nude in an oxygen tent, which he believes gives him sexual powers.
Hey, that's a half-truth.
I don't know Homer Simpson. I never met Homer Simpson or had any contact with him, but I'm sorry, I can't go on.
That's okay. Your tears say more than real evidence ever could.
And now we return to Fox Night at the Movies, Homer-esque Portrait of an Ass Grabber, starring Dennis Franz.
Ooh, portrait. Sounds classy. Doesn't it?
No, Mr. Simpson, a cat is a living creature.
I don't care. Now I'm gonna grab me something sweet.
No, Mr. Simpson, that's sexual harassment. If you keep it up, I'll yell so loud the whole country will hear.
With a man in the White House? Not likely.
Revenge of the Sis, second hour. On a Monday morning, trying to get you through the day. Revenge of the Sis, the show you probably listen to on headphones. Not something you want blasting in your office.
Yeah, some of our fans like to, blast it out there.
And then what you do is you yell horrendous things to it so the whole neighborhood hears it.
Yeah, just tag it satire. Is that how it works in real life, too?
No, in real life, you're going to get punched in the face by a large gentleman.
Okay.
So, you wanted to get back to this, Mike.
These guys are the gift that keeps on giving. It hurts, right? Am I the only one that hurts? They really are like some sort of eye trick. It's like you're looking at them and scientifically your eyes are going, there's too much going on here.
Right.
We can't process all of this. Your peripheral goes away when you look at them. It's weird.
It is rough to look at. So, Fresno State professor. Let's hear a little bit more about her.
And being like, no, we have to be gentle. We have to. No, don't be fucking gentle, okay? Look at, resistance fighters in the 60s and 70s. They didn't kill anyone, but they scared the shit out of people. They would hijack a plane and be like, we're not going to hurt anyone on this plane, but we are going to fucking hijack this plane.
She strikes me as somebody that's like, everywhere she gets up from is just really like humid.
Yes, you're right. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like she's always got a trickle of back sweat. The guy in the middle reminds me of this dude that used to work for me in the strip club business, who was a DJ. And he was one of these guys that, like, he had, like, 2 kids, and he was, like, in his mid-40s, but he still dressed like Chris Angel would be the best way to describe him. He literally dressed like dyed his hair and had like the black soul patch and had like the weird, like wore a lot of rings and bracelets, had painted his fingernails and was just into that whole like, and he just really reminds me. He has the same face and weird hair, and I just remember him. Like, you could always hear this nigga jingling when he was coming down the hallway. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one day I came into work, and I was at the time, I had become, like, the youngest GM in the history of this club. It was a big club, too. It was, like, 30,000 square feet. It had, like, a steakhouse in it. It was nuts. 4 stages. So, like, I'm running this place, and he's, like, my main DJ guy. This guy fucking one day, I come in, and he's like, telling me, man, one day we're going to get you, like, rocking some eye makeup or something cool. And I was like, no, you're never going to do that because you're a 40-year-old man with painted nails and who can't even make it on time to work. I am not going to do anything you ever ask me to do. It's humiliating. It's like Roy said during the last break. It's when you have to dye your hair to keep up with the hipsters. Oh, it's so fucking sad, dude. That's like when a porn star goes, I'll start blogging. Yeah, because you're interesting, sweetie.
What do you people ask in the chat? What do you think it smells like in there?
I feel like it probably smells like a combination of weed and coffee and just filth.
You could have just said ska band sweat towel. Because that's what it
really does.
It's fucking.
This smells like the fucking. It's what it smells like in there. The mighty, mighty Boston. It smells like Real Big Fish's tour bus after a long stretch.
Oh, fuck. They tell you not to shit on the tour bus, but they do it anyway.
But you have to.
You got to shit.
If you're not going to pull over, what am I going to do?
You know, why is Spencer's house still standing? I don't understand. Like, it needs to be
How
fucking.
are you still standing? Well, I guess you barely ever do that.
I'm still sitting better than I ever did.
I don't like when somebody who needs a reaching stick is sitting on your sitting in a chair pontificating about it. You know better than me. You know these dumb farmers that get up early every day and work hard and know how to make sustainable crops that make people live from eating them.
I don't like that she's sitting on that chair like the Jarl of Dragon's Reach. What the fuck, cocky ass hoe?
Oh, shit.
Broken into. People need to fucking throw grenades into it.
Why, again, what is with this? It's a common thread, right, with this liberal, like the foul-mouthed girl. Like, girls think that being fat and foul-mouthed and having tattoos is like, it's got its own subculture of appeal. Guess what? It's not. It's not. Sometimes I got a white penis in my mouth. Yeah, you're exactly the kind of slob somebody will let suck their penis. But you'll never know any kind of love or appreciation, which is why you got to act out and go, I don't give a fuck. Fuckity fuck. You spurg. That's what you
I don't
are.
give a fuck. The
Asperger's.
person who owns their writer's voice is by telling people to shut the fuck up when they annoy them. You know, call them out for their inappropriate and spilling out masculinity.
Hey, I fucking dare you. I dare you to call me out on my spilling. I would embarrass you. Wherever you're fucking sitting, I would embarrass you.
You can tell watching her gears turn really slowly that you're like, oh, sweetie, you want to get on this grand scale? You're going to get brutalized. Like, the people that, like, the internet debate community and even the blood sports community, like, they're little young up and coming niggas could run wild on you. You know what I mean? Like, you could get the worst debater in the world. You get Tariq Nasheed to put this bitch to sleep. You know, like, that's not good.
Make fun of them in public around a bunch of other people that were at an event.
Hello, Rhonda.
It's random.
I got 2 questions.
Did you see that?
She corrected him.
Did you hear that? He said it the right way. He just didn't randa. Randa.
It's Randa.
Yeah.
I got two
all right.
questions.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Rhonda. So,
I hope you're fine with that. First of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that you're...
Dude, no woman asked 2 questions. Look at this shit.
Is she fucking serious?
This is Asperger's. This isn't... people like this shouldn't be allowed.
No. That's hamburgers.
People like this shouldn't be allowed to go outside.
This dude's like, I got 2.
Type of recommendations or...
That's Asperger's.
What?
That's
what,
Asperger's.
This is a... Mind you guys, I know people have forgotten. May have forgotten. This is a professor just teaching your children in Fresno, okay? This isn't some... Again, you're right. If it was some Aspergery idiot, you'd be like, whatever, they're fucking idiots. But this is teaching children.
Can we make a rule on this show right now?
Sure.
All right. We're making a new ruling on American language. If you're a fan of this show, we demand, this is a decree from the boys at ROTC, you are no longer allowed to use the word professor before a name to make somebody sound smart. We are taking that away.
Okay.
Use any other profession. I don't care. You could literally call somebody woodworker before their name. It embodies more genius than any professor I've seen in the last 10 years. No more Professor Smarty Pants, because none of them are smart.
Sorry, guys. Your kids masturbate.
You know, she's just... You realize she's just that fat girl that says shocking things because nobody pays attention to her otherwise. That's all this is. How many fat girls do you know? How many sassy fat girls do you know? How many fat girls, he's talking about blowjobs and stuff, right?
And
Am I wrong?
And their vaginas, yeah. You're not going to shame me for my period. All right, don't fucking care.
The fatties are always the ones that are like, man, I'll tell you what I need is a couple of drinks and a few dicks in my mouth. Am I right, huh? Pay attention to me!
Oh, I needed a new sound drop anyway for the intro. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Out of context, that's going to be great.
Timestamp that.
Okay, there we go, 5:14. I'm going to do it to you, Mike. Our pal Demi Laudner. Brand new.
This morning, yesterday.
Demi Laudner's back, dude. She's in the All-Star Super Show. Comedy All-Star Super Shows 2018.
Before we even get into this, I'm disgusted by the fact that Lardner posting is becoming a thing. We found this bitch first. We were the first ones. And now Lardner posting's like this huge thing. We got blocked from her way before it was cool.
A long time ago we got blocked by her. Let's go ahead and
they're using her in Fashwave images.
I know.
It's the most hilarious thing now.
Well, listen, she's going to change her mind. She heard your critiques. She heard everyone's critiques. Brand new Tight 5 Demi Laudner.
You know, guys, crying isn't much fun.
No,
it's the same song.
It is, just but it's a different bit. It's a different bit though. It's a different bit. I swear to God.
No, with the same song?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is autism. This is clear. Okay, fine, go. This is clearly.
Hey, at least she's not teaching your children.
You know, guys, crying isn't much fun, but talking about the different kinds of crying can be. 3.
It's the dance. It's the, you're like, is she gonna do the dance again? She did the dance again.
Can be. 3 a.m. at Revolver. Darren didn't fucking say anything to me. He didn't fucking say anything, and then my shoe broke.
Eh?
What?
Eh? You like it. she's not doing the Google history now. She's doing voices.
No,
She's a regular Maria Branford.
There is an intense pain in the front of my head and face area. Like,
yeah, it's called toxic masculinity.
No, I'm thinking it could be like a stroke. What? Oh, I'm gonna try. There's so many things.
Okay, it's okay.
It's
fine.
I'll start with what's the point of the song if she's not doing?
She has a style, and you know the best part about her is she has to give like the sound guy. None of the other comics that come up, they have to do this, but with her, she's got to give the sound guy this and goes, "Hey, play this when I say this."
Yeah, you know what? You know who else had fucking style? Dylan Roof, but he also shot up a black church.
That's true.
So you know you can't just go, "Well, he's got style, pizzazz."
He didn't fucking say anything, and then my shoe broke. And then I
She's doing the socks and sandals.
fucking lost it. So now it's broken and lost.
By the way, she's wearing the same outfit, similar outfit. She's wearing like those gym shorts, like those 80s gym shorts, really short ones, and like a Champion sweater without anything, no marks in it, just a Champion sweater with the sleeves pulled up. She's got the, how would you describe her haircut? I want to say Edward Scissorhands.
It's the same weird, it's Edward Scissorhands, but without it. Like, let's say Edward Scissorhands slept and rolled right out of bed, and it wasn't all teased up.
Yeah, there it is.
It was all to one side.
It's Edward Scissorhands at the beach. There you go. That's her haircut.
Edward Scissorhands, day 3 on a beach vacation, because nobody washes their hair on a beach vacation.
No. You're just chilling.
This woman is she is so offensive on every level. Australia, how are guns illegal, but this is legal?
I fucking lost it. So now it's broken and lost.
Man at his own wedding.
Oh. Oh.
I don't understand this.
That's a good freeze frame.
Hey, you made me laugh. Hey, there you go. Hey, Debbie Landa, there you go, huh? Here's one for you.
Oh, fuck.
This is, again, I don't know how to describe this other than it's so wholly offensive on every level.
It's so
like,
good.
you know when people go like, that offends me, and they always
Right.
mean it like, you say something I disagreed with. No. When I think of offensive, I think of like smelling something awful, or seeing or hearing, or a combination of those things. Like, oh God, this is all wrong.
Oh, she looks bloody beautiful.
Granddad hasn't got long to live.
This one's good. First off,
this crowd, look, this is, again, we've said this before on the show about these setups. I've been to like TV tapings, Royce has too. They really hype you up. They get like, they make sure that crowd is red hot, even for a lukewarm bit. This crowd has had it with her nonsense.
Hasn't got long to live.
And that's all the types of crying.
You're watching Wife Swap. This is Jennifer. She's an attentive mother of 2 beautiful children, teaches self-defense, and is well on the way to paying off her mortgage.
I guess I just have a great life.
And this is Bunt.
I'm Bunt.
Bunt lives in the walls of a Dimmies and still has almost all of her ears.
It's like, you know, how would you pitch her, like if you were to be her agent, right? And you go to like CAA or something. You're like, look, hey, Paramount Pictures. You know Maria Bamford? You've heard of Maria Bamford?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got like this. All right, imagine if Maria Bamford was Australian and terrible.
Oh.
And Netflix is just like, yeah, whatever, we're signing everything in.
I'm I am not. I'm going to do something to you right now. I want you to look at how hairy her legs are.
Because, again, I don't have the best... Oh, boy. She's one of those.
Yeah.
This is what postmodernism looks like. You see this, folks? Sorry for those of you just listening, but this freeze frame, for anybody watching the visual of this is even the background and this weird sad girl who has sad parents with her hairy legs and her Edward Scissorhands haircut, screaming for attention with no original content. This is postmodernism on steroids.
Nearly 2. Jennifer has 2 degrees and a favourite scent of candle. The scent is contentedness. Bunt has been trying to get her hand out of this Pringle box for 2 days. Kids, help your mother. Jennifer has 1 million friends. Guys, I love you so much. Bunt has 1 million bones. My body's wrong. Jennifer keeps her money safe in the bank.
Huh?
Seems like the best place for it, wink.
But you know this? All improv.
You know, like, this is somebody's kid. There are 2 people who had a little girl named Demi Loudner?
Demi Loudner.
Demi Loudner.
Laudner.
And this is what, like, her parents did everything they were supposed to do in life. You know what I mean? Supported all the right causes, did everything they were told. And this is the world we were handed. These are the kids we were given. Like, this is heartbreaking. This is postmodernism. This is it right here.
Palm Facer in the chat says, how can it be improv with recorded lines? Really simple. She's even improving those. That's how good she is.
Nassim Aghdam is dead, and this bitch is on television. Don't tell me that there is justice in this world.
Bunt keeps her money in Jennifer. Open your gob. We've collected every type of Nana for the Nana Parade. I've been making scones all bloody day.
You know...
You don't like scones, dude? Now you have a problem with scones?
Just to compare her again to our queen, a young woman who I am going to get a picture of her put up behind me in the studio. Nassim Aghdam, our queen. Look at that young lady. The difference here, where at least her videos, she didn't think she was being funny, which made it funny.
Right.
There was genius in that. This gets TV time in Australia.
It does. On the Tom Ballard show.
People have to pay to have a TV license to watch this.
It's really good, right?
Put on a jumper. This tissue's been up my sleeve for 3 weeks.
I think this is why Commonwealth countries are just letting Muslims in at this point. Like, we
feel like it can't get any worse.
We deserve this.
Right.
A bit of my foot came off.
A bit of her foot came off. So one of those classic Nana moves.
I don't know if it's a good bit or not. Guess who's dead? Give your clothes most to my friends.
Because old people often have friends that pass away.
Again, what's
the Greeks?
What's with the music?
Is it too good? Is it taking away from the humor?
This whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Like, I should be completely just screaming and yelling, you know, like, it's usually the bit, like, Royce shows me something that's going to get me to throw a chair and get really... But, you know, sometimes this is like one of those moments like Alex Jones crying after the Syria bombing where I just am so sad. And I'm like, why is this thing? Why is this allowed?
After the break, we'll find out which Nana wins, while the rest march to the mince factory.
You know what? Here it is. Hey, Mob Tech in the chat, because you're from Australia. Maybe we don't get some of the references. That's the problem, Mike. Maybe it's really funny, but we don't get the references because we're not.
Hey, Mob Tech, you old people out there in Australia, their feet just fall off suddenly and shit. What is?
Yeah, their feet
you
fall
get a diabetes problem over there across
Can
the
you
pond.
explain these? And do you guys not like Greeks? Apparently, you guys don't like Greeks.
Do you not shave your legs down under?
Yeah, we're just curious how it works.
Oh,
no. Also, which way do your toilet bowl swirl? I always want to know.
Yeah, we're really curious because of that Simpsons episode. Let us know. Write us back.
Oh, no. Shush. You know, as a mother, I
you know
always
what would
have
be
to...
great is if in the middle of that, seriously, this is dead ass serious.
The systematic exterminate. No?
She's in the middle of this, right? And 3 gunmen come out.
No.
Fake gunmen.
Oh, fake gunmen.
Like
Okay.
part
Fake
of,
gunmen.
No, I'm talking seriously part of the production.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
3 guys storm into the room, scream Allah Akbar, and
Okay.
start firing into the crowd with blanks. Everybody panics. They trample on each other. People get hurt. They all flee the building. That's the bit.
And then you hear this.
Find out which Nana wins, while the rest...
She would be my hero. I would just go, oh my God. I just turn around on Demi Lovato. She's a genius.
Shush. You know, as a mother, I always have to be on the top of my game.
She threw a fake baby.
Bro, this is the most cringe shit I've seen this week, and I watched Baked Alaska's Christian live stream. Okay? So, this is pretty bad.
Buy bleach.
Drink bleach, you piece of shit. Fucking tired of this broad. When is she done? When is her 15 minutes up? How many fucking people do you have on that island, Mob Tech, that this bitch is famous?
I would say it's good. I would have liked to hear more about her dad's Google history, but besides that, I thought it was very good.
Fucking A, man.
Very, very good.
Tired of this bitch. Stupid Demi Lovato.
European human rights chiefs order the British press not to reveal when a terrorists are Muslim in a crackdown on freedom of speech. It's from the Daily Mail. European human rights chiefs have told British press it must not report when terrorists are Muslim. The recommendation came as part of a list of 23 demands to Theresa May's government on how to run the media in an alarming threat to freedom of speech.
They're having how to run the media meetings now out in the open.
Yeah. The report drawn up by the Council of Europe's Human Rights Watchdog blamed the recent increase in the hate crimes and racism in the UK on the worrying examples of intolerance and hate speech in the newspapers.
They follow their statement by burning an effigy of an owl in the parking lot.
Yes, the problem is the intolerant hate speech in the newspaper, online, and even among politicians. Yeah, that's the problem. Not the rape statistics or the battery acids or the fucking knife stabbings.
Look,
by South Asian men.
Don't let a handful of bad South Asian men sour you on the entire cultural enrichment project, all right?
Stop calling them South Asian men. The report drawn up by the Council of European Human Rights Watchdogs blamed the recent issues of hate crimes. The suggestion sent to the Downing Street urging the UK governments to reform criminal law and freedom of the press in a brutal criticism of the British press. The report recommends ministers give more rigorous training to journalists. But UK ministries firmly rebutted the remark, demands telling the body the government is committed to free and open press and does not interfere with what the press does and does not publish as long as the press abides by the law. The report from the European Commission Against Racism and Intolerance body said there had been an increase in hate speech and racist violence in Britain between March 2009 and March 2016. Hey, what happened in that time? In an audacious move, report recommends that British media be barred from reporting the Muslim background of terrorists, and it comes after multiple terror and atrocities by Muslim extremists across Paris, Brussels, Munich, and other German cities over the last year. Over the same period, there have been no major terror attacks in Britain.
What about Sokovia? Any word about, is anybody there? Are they accepting any Muslim refugees?
No, but Wakanda is.
No, Wakanda doesn't let anybody in.
No, I think they allow my people in.
Just the Avengers.
Okay, well, I would have to look up source material. Dude, everything over there is a shit show. And the hilarity is that Britain is saying, no, we're totally about free speech. No, you're not.
It's overblown. You fucking far-right Nazi propagandists are out there spreading your lies, your vitriol, your Islamophobia. Frankly, I'm sick of it. I think the American people are sick of it. I think Europe's sick of it. They are sick of being misrepresented.
I think they're more sick of the rapes.
Well, some of it's the rapes.
It's mostly the rapes, Mike.
Okay, but again, can't make an omelet. You can't make a Muslim omelet without. You can't make a halal omelet without breaking a few beautiful white eggs.
Okay. So everything's fine over there. Just make sure you have your TV license and don't carry a knife.
Yeah.
But besides that, I know you like love stories, Mike. And our favorite show, which we've talked about before, Extreme Love. I'm 19 and my wife is 72.
You love somebody. Age is just a number anyway.
All right.
What are you all writing about? They love each other.
This is gross.
You don't believe. Hold on. You don't believe in true love?
This is gross.
You don't believe in true love?
No, I don't. I believe we need to go back to a more feudal medieval system where you are married off to other powerful families based on your worth.
True love, man.
This is...
Age is just a number anyway.
Is it? Because you're 72 and he's 19. It's more than just a number. For instance, he can't ever have kids.
With her, anyway.
Put that... It's just a number, right? You're literally dying.
The kissing is really hard to watch. The kissing is really, really hard to watch.
Nobody who is going to be dying within the next 10 years of liver disease should be boning a guy who isn't old enough to drink. Can we make that a rule?
Write it down.
Can that be a rule?
Tennessee.
Of course.
Because she's the only 10 he sees.
Home of the fucking home of the new TWP.
My name's Almeda Hardwick. I'm 72 years old.
Bro, by the way, for those of you only listening in the podcast, it's a 19-year-old guy with a woman who's 72 who looks every fucking minute of 72 years old. We're not, you know what I mean?
Not every minute, but she's gotten an overtime.
We're not talking about some weird Los Angeles 72-year-old. You know what I mean? Who still looks like, 50, and you're like, I kind of get it. We're talking 72 going on 85.
And the guy has bleach blonde hair with a brown beard.
Like, when women get so old, they start to look like trannies?
Yeah.
That's where we're at here.
I've been happily married for going on 2 years in October the 26th to my true soulmate.
My name is Gary Hardwick. I am 19 years old.
This motherfucker isn't even old enough to rent a car.
Wait. She's been married. You want to do some math here real quick? Hold on. Let's pay attention. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just did some math. Let's see.
My name's Almeda Hardwick. I'm 72 years old. I've been happily married for going on 2 years.
Been happily married for 2 years. He's 19.
17, that's legal.
No, I know. But doesn't that make it even extra weird?
Of course it's great. Not that much at this point. You know what I mean? It's 2 years.
October the 26th to my true soulmate.
This guy he can't even rent a car or a motel room. And he's fucking the fabulous mullah. What is happening? What is he doing to his life?
My name is Gary Hardwick. I am 19 years old.
This couple have an age gap of a staggering 53 years.
Now let's get something straight. I'm looking at this, right? This hoe does not have money. This is not even a... This doesn't even seem to be any kind of an arrangement.
No. Yes, her house isn't a palatial.
Unless she's heavily backloaded on life insurance.
Maybe, but again, like, look, man, she has old bananas mixed in with, I guess, Dunkin' Donuts stuff.
It's a dumpy house.
It is dumpy. I agree.
It's a dumpy house. It's not like he's getting... Yeah, I'd understand if they were both pulling up in separate Escalades and you're like, oh, I got it. I see what he's doing
It's
here.
true love.
But that hasn't got in the way of true love.
We've known each other, what, almost 2 years?
Yeah, almost 2 years.
And how long did you know each other before you were married?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Man, PewDiePie is doing terrible.
Listen,
He didn't have to
seriously-
say. Maybe it's a bit.
I don't know. It actually looks... He looks like this guy, Daniel Ferguson. It's just a joke for 4 people, but yeah, he really looks like a weird... I don't know what's going on with this poor guy.
It was love at first sight.
Yeah, love at first sight.
There's no way it was love at first sight.
They're calling it
We met at
gerontophilia in the chat room, according to Pickers Burton. Gerontophilia.
Cheese, pizza. There was a
man,
birthday
come
party
on.
there.
There's going to be a lot of kissing, so be ready for it.
I looked into his eyes and I just fell in love with those brown eyes.
Jesus Christ.
You know, seriously though, she does. She says she looks and sounds like she would be the CEO of a company that they would wheel in. Like a female Sumner Redstone.
She looks like a carnival that's been out of business for 2 years. It should be the Joker's hideout. You know, like the paint's starting to fade. Yes. You can tell that it used to be fun, but it's not anymore. It's not anymore. It's scary now.
I love his hair. Very good looking. Always neat. I just looked at him and knew that he was the one I wanted to spend my life with.
Yeah, man, no money. There's no money there. Look at the house. It's a shithole. It's fucking terrible. It's on a black casting couch.
Oh, fucking A.
Look at his boots. Hold on a second. He looks like a drug cartel boots he's wearing. And they're sitting on a TV that's still on a TV tray. It's not good.
No, this is terrible.
If your power goes out,
look where her hand is. Her hand is on his thigh.
Remain calm. And as soon
The first thing that
corpse hand
attracted me to Almeida was her beautiful, gorgeous blue eyes, her personality, always full of laughter, and we just connected.
And also
so well.
her knowledge of where the Spaniards buried their gold. She's the only person alive who still knows. That bitch won't tell me.
She told me I married her because she had a big inheritance, but it turned out to be Confederate money, so it's worthless now.
And one slave who's dead, who's since deceased. Is this transferable?
You know what? Her hand does look like one of those monkey paws that would give you wishes.
Yeah, I got a certificate of slave ownership that I inherited from her, but the government told me I wasn't allowed to have that.
Yeah.
The way I see it, I'm the one who should have reparations. I'm the one who really
I have
lost.
the paperwork.
I'm the one who lost something here.
And everything was just, chemistry was great.
Yeah,
we had the
was
same
it?
interests.
Yeah, it was.
With chemistry.
They love each other.
With the fact that you like to play video games and she likes to sleep a lot. She's old and tired. It's a great setup. I know, I get it.
You know, interested in music.
And plus, when we're, I just got to make out with her a lot, and eventually she's going to die, and I get to inherit this dope 1,250 square foot house.
Fucking guy's the worst con artist ever. Worst ever.
Seriously.
Ever.
Oh, my God.
Everything about her just captures my heart since day one.
I'm just saying, like, if you're going to date, let's say this guy's got some kind of weird fetish for old, gross women. And like that's his thing. You can go find one with money, like trade
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Like, if you just trade off, get something out of it.
Maybe it's true love, Mike.
You think he really like when he gets her, like he really fucks her, like he gives her a good dicking, like he's enthused, he's into it.
Oh, no, you think they have sex?
He's into it, of course.
You think so for real? I don't think they're fucking. I think that she just wants company.
So you think he's just got like fucking ultimate autism?
Maybe. Let's see how he's dressed.
The world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality.
How embarrassing is it? Like when you gotta go out and people are like, "Oh, I see your grandma's birthday," and you're like,
It's my girlfriend.
Smashing that.
I don't think he says it like that, but okay.
I'm fucking this hot piece of ass. Back off, fellas. Ladies with me. He's always trying to get into fights over her. Over guys that are just being polite. They hold doors open for this old lady. Hey, bro! That's my woman, all right? I was just, I don't know, I saw an old lady. I was just holding the door for her. I didn't want any trouble, bro.
Were you kissing my wife? I was giving her CPR. She was passed out on the floor.
I just assumed she was dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologize. Oh, fuck.
From a dream, now here's reality.
Do you want her teeth back? No, they're tainted now. We'll get her new ones.
After meeting at Chuck E. Cheese.
No. 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 No.
You know I got that Shyamalan twist in there for you.
Shyamalan
twist in
no!
there for you.
I refuse. It's not going to be this good. It can't be.
It is this good.
Can you go back, please?
He was 17 at a Chuck E. Cheese.
The world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality.
After meeting at Chuck E. Cheese, the pair embarked on a whirlwind romance.
They met at a Chuck E. Cheese. What you make it? You're thinking it's weird. Well, why is that weird?
Yeah, we had sex in the ball pit, but it was a little weird too because she's old, so we had to use like artificial lube, and then it got all over the balls.
There were balls shooting for fucking miles.
They had to shut down. They had to close that Chuck E. Cheese. Just picturing lube-covered balls all over the place. You would never get out of it. No. You'd be stuck in it forever. It would be like Magneto's plastic prison.
Lube balls.
Just the more you try to move, the more deeper you fall into the lubed up ball pit.
Oh, fuck. Just covered in Vagisil.
Oh, man. I'm just glad she moved on from Mark Henry. You know, and I think that's
married
the
2 weeks
important
after.
thing.
Okay.
We got married 2 weeks after we first started dating. I knew she was the one.
2 weeks, man. It's a long time.
You know your heterosexual relationship is weird when your guy friends would be better off with you making out with a dude your own age.
Yes.
Like, I'm fine with that, but
this is weird.
This is how people reacted to gay people kissing in the 90s. Stop.
And there was no doubt about it. You know, a lot of people wait years to get married, and everybody has different opinions on getting married quickly. But we knew we were in love, so I jumped on that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to look someone else to snatch her up.
Something's wrong with all of these people, right? Like,
Yeah, obvious mental
I
things,
don't
yeah.
just mean the banging old gross people, but he's not all there.
No, neither one of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
You think she's more aware than...
yeah, she's making out all right in this arrangement.
Right.
She's just a bangy young dude. Feel like she's alive. God, even the wedding was sad. Like he's banging a poor old lady. This isn't you're banging a poor fixed income lady. This isn't glamorous at all.
Yeah, you couldn't get the Elvis impersonator like the other family had?
This isn't how I ever imagined. Like, I've imagined getting to a point where you're like, oh, let's give up a banging old broad that has like a nice house. But you get one that has a house at least on the river.
Right.
Declare that you are husband and wife.
The first time we made love was on our wedding night. It was
They waited till they were married.
Good
Oh,
Christian.
nice.
Amazing experience, and there was just such a deep connection there. Very, very deep connection between both of us.
Her vagina looks like a big Montana from Arby's.
Not even though. She's all old. The blood's probably drained out of it.
Ah.
It looks like raw chicken.
In case anyone was hungry.
I'm starving. We got any raw chicken back there, Earl?
Fresh out.
Oh, fucking A.
God damn it. All right.
Just very amazing. She's a wonderful lover.
She's a wonderful lover.
I love the royalty-free fucking garage band Fruity Loops music. It's horrendous. Everything about this is terrible.
Feel like I'm missing out anything by being married to Almeida. I'm really mature for my age. I do not.
Are you, dude? Are you? Is that why you look like an extra from the first Fast and the Furious? You dickhead.
I'm really mature for my age. I do not fit into the young age bracket at all. You know, the stuff that people my age do is not anything.
No. What that means is, here's what that means, pal, because I always hear this all the time, especially amongst people that are developmentally retarded a bit. No, I didn't mean that.
I like how you were gonna go. You were gonna do medical term, and then you went straight to retarded.
No, because I don't mean disabled. I mean legitimately retarded.
Held back.
Like you always hear this with like sexually hyperactive teenagers and stuff like that. I don't even hang out with people my own age. Yeah, it's because you're an outcast. You're ostracized. You don't have good mechanisms built in yourself to interact with people your own age. So you leave yourself open to be taken advantage of by people that are older than you. It's not that you're cool enough to hang out with older people. It's that you're 15 and 19-year-old guys want to bone you. You know what I mean? It's like that same mentality, and this guy has that same mentality of like, I've never really gotten along with people my age. All right, so you're an outcast and you're a fucking weirdo. And you also bang old ladies who are probably going to need adult diapers soon. Yeah, you're
Thing
killing
that I've
it.
ever been into. There's nothing I miss out because everything she does is perfect, and the best times that I have is with her.
I was never intimidated by age at all.
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm never afraid of Gary going off with anyone.
Oh, she even wears old lady shoes.
And she sounds like an old lady. She's got that weak old lady, like that lack of life force. You know, like they just don't have any life force left in them. Like, you know, you see an old guy, it's like, hey, you like Hans Moleman.
Yeah.
This guy's banging Hans Moleman. I was saying boo words.
He loves me, and he doesn't like younger women anyway.
She'll always be the one for me.
Men. I'm going men.
How do you know he's not cheating? You go to sleep at 7 p.m. every night.
Right after whatever rerun of police procedural you watch.
Yeah, he could be hitting the clubs, smash some piece of ass right next to you in the bed, go to sleep, and still get enough sleep to get up at the same time you do. You fucking old biddy.
That's right. He doesn't.
This guy's fucking a 70-something-year-old lady. He's living in a house that probably still has a VCR in it.
She still
This guy
has
should kill himself.
She still has a change purse.
This is a fate worse than death.
Gary has always had.
Did you see that? Did you see that fake smile? Check it out.
He doesn't.
Gary has always had a thing for an older lady. And believe it or not, Almeida is not the oldest woman he's dated.
My past relationship, she was 77 years old. We was together for almost 2 years.
Let's math this up again. Married 2 years, 17. Past relationship, she was 77. 2 years, 15. He was 15.
Banging a 75-year-old.
77.
75-year-old.
Oh, 75, you're right. So, is it weird now?
It's pretty... all the pieces are coming together.
Yeah.
The oldest woman he's dated.
My past relationship, she was 77 years old. We was together for almost 2 years. And the last year that I was with her, she got very, very obsessive. It was never going to work out with her, and she wasn't my soulmate anyways. This right here is my soulmate.
This guy, man, is not...
Forever. I've
Not
never been
forever, for like 5 to 7 years, tops.
attracted to younger women at all, even when I was, 13 or 14. We've always
Look, she walks down the stairs like Hillary Clinton.
But I'm going to dump her when she's 90, give me a new model, you know what I'm saying? Give me something younger and nicer.
Yeah, this guy fucking dates women like people buy cars in Cuba.
For the women,
This guy's a fucking reverse Anthony Cumia.
was the one that raised me, so, telling her, I didn't know how she would take it, but she was very, very accepting of the person I am and happy for us both and loves Almeida.
Everybody was supportive of it except my son.
That is a fucking crew
Because
of winners.
your son is probably 60 years old. It was like, Ma, what are you doing?
That looked like a crew at a Juggalo training camp.
Deadly?
Both and loves Almeida.
Everybody
At least 2 people in that group have a pet snake.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Let's go together and buy the mice together. That way it's cheaper if you buy them in bulk.
It's you're the worst pieces of shit. You're fucking...
supportive of it except my son. He still doesn't talk to me, so that's the only one. Everybody else is okay.
My name is Aaron Elliott. I'm 22.
Ha, you got to talk to him now, Mike. You think that you were going to talk to him? We're going to talk to the Juggalo family.
I only called him grandfather once, and it was when I was drunk.
But to be fair, I'm always drunk.
But to be fair, Grandma molested all of us. So.
Oh, that's so. What's up with the fucking guy's nose in the middle? What's going on with that?
In my head, I see him as a friend.
How is that not Fago Moon Mist he's drinking?
More than a grandfather.
My name is Indiana Elliott. I am 17 years old.
And I'm really good at Fortnite. You can watch me play it.
Dude, I'm telling you, these guys are like, they've run whatever school they go to.
My name is Indiana Elliott. I am 17 years old.
What's the matter, guys? Know you're going to wear your Letterman jackets? What?
That's not nice.
No,
they don't look like your typical athlete types.
No,
Mike.
Well, then let's hear you tout some of your other accomplishments. Then go.
Okay, I'll have you know.
Besides good skin, what do you guys got going on?
They don't have good skin. You're lying.
These kids look like the family from the Burbs.
So,
you're doing great though.
if you're not gonna take him seriously, Mike, I don't know how we're gonna do this story. Look, the guy in the middle, I'll have you know, is really good at getting kill streaks on Call of Duty. So take that.
Take him seriously. What show have you been doing, boys?
My name is Indiana Elliott. I am 17 years old. Me personally, whenever they first got together, it was a little bit weird, but I mean, we live in the 21st century.
But, to be fair, Grandpa gets good weed, so we're like, whatevs. Whatevs.
And those things really shouldn't matter. People live the way they want to. My mom, on the other hand, she's very outspoken. Because, there's an age difference between him and my mom, too, and it's just a little weird to see your mother walking around with someone the same age as your own kids.
One of the things that we love to do together, of course, is to...
Anal.
Beat me to it.
Because that's the only thing with any elasticity left on this old bitch.
Film videos.
And even that's questionable.
Yeah, seriously.
Things slip through all the time.
Or YouTube.
The couple are hoping to pursue internet fame through starting their very own YouTube channel.
Gary and Almeida react. Okay, well, this is something we'll definitely get back to, knowing there's a whole YouTube channel. They even did a love story. Oh,
looking forward to getting to know you guys.
Yeah, I really am. I can't fucking wait. All right, look, if you like the show today, and we know you did,
I didn't care for it much.
Hey, come on. Shut up. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. How you help us, because YouTube's going to kick us off their platform.
I always think of fucking stupid Homer.
Yep. Shut up. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. Become a patron. We are making a maker support, because I know some people popped off of there. But so that'll be coming up as well soon. But for right now, Patreon is how you can help us out the best way. But if you can't, doesn't matter. PayPal, one-time donation. And if you don't even have any money, you're going to buy stuff on Amazon, use the Amazon links. It really, really helps us out. This is our full-time job.
Or steal some money and give us that money.
And don't do that. Don't do that.
Rob an armored car. Give us a piece of the
Don't
tape.
do that. He's lying. It's a joke. RevengeOfTheSys.com. Share Mike's story on Nexium too. Make sure that gets around.
Listen, next time your landlord comes around for the rent,
don't.
You shoot him in the face. You send us the
He's
rent,
lying.
You send us the rent
It's
money
a
instead.
joke. Mike is joking.
When have I ever been known to make jokes
You
on
the
this
whole
program?
show. You're just a laugh a minute. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. Revenge of the Sis.